Distinct beats.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it, one take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yes. If you didn't know, that intro song was Beat King Outside. And welcome to episode 132. You already know who it is. It's the host with the most, Brezzy, a.k.a. Poppy Sazon.
Yes, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there?
You already know how the vibes go. Please download the Live Podcast Network app on iOS and Android. You can find that in our bio. And please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. If you're any brand new deals, business opportunity, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Episode 132. How you doing? Weekly check-ins, brother.
I'm good. Some are winding down, but I'm in a good space, just definitely progressing. Got a couple books to read, but I definitely took the time of August to, put in some self-care, and I didn't realize how important that was, so I realized how refreshed I actually feel right now and just, ready to rock and roll. I just put it on Twitter. I'm like, I'm ready to do this 2020 experience kind of thing, trying to take everything I'm doing to the next level as we move into this new, academic year and what that holds. So I'm excited. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good. You feel me? I'm back on my bullshit. You heard? You know the vibes. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like I went through some sort of self-revelation, some sort of, inner epiphany, and I'm starting to feel like myself. So I ain't gonna hold you. I'm in good spirits right now. Got some stuff planned. Shout out to, I suggest everybody who wants in their life, if you're a native New Yorker, if you've never been upstate, go to the Great State New York Fair, please, because that shit is fire. If I ain't gonna lie, if you're from the city, you might feel like you're in the South because, there's cows and they do pig races and shit like that. But I didn't know we had such a great fair in New York State. And it's like brings out a ton of people. There's a ton of activities, performances. And I think that's something that you and, a group of your friends or your family should go up there. So, I mean, it's closing down this week, but definitely next year, definitely check the Great New York State Fair. But yeah, that's it for me though.
That's real, because I think I did some touristy shit last week, just exploring Dumbo and walking around with Shorty, and it was just like stuff I would have never thought to do. I did it, and it was fun. And it's like you think about to live in this great state, not even just the city, but the state alone, and where you can all the access we have. I think I was watching a video on TikTok, and the guy said it. He said, "Yes, rent is expensive, but the quality of life you have in New York compared to other places, with all that you can do." You're not getting that anywhere else. Even like LA, Miami, like you'll have fun, you can, but it's like you pay expensive rent, but you got a lot of access to things and you can really engage. So just like, especially going into closing out this year, going into the next year, like just keep that in mind. Like sometimes you gotta put yourself in places you might think are mundane and you might have the most fun you could have. So do that shit.
That's a fact. Like not a lot of people know. Everybody thinks upstate is just farmland. There's actually real cities out there. So please go check it out, man. Shout out to Syracuse. All right, real quick, let's get this out the way, Slick. You want to send our condolences to the victims of the Jacksonville shooting. Once again, it took the life of 4 people, and it was shot by a white person at a Dollar Tree in Jacksonville, Florida. Bro, what's your thoughts, bro?
I think whenever you have any kind of mass shooting, it always just calls into question why. Like, why was this the option? Whatever, regardless of what the person was going through, like to want to inflict harm on other people because you're going through something. I think mental health checks are important. And it always comes back to like, what's the common denominator in all these things? It's the gun. It's not the people. It's not the neighborhoods. We've seen pretty much every demographic. We've seen a bunch of different communities impacted. The one common denominator is the guns. And I think that that's something we have to really start looking at. And I know legislatively, we've been calling for it for decades. And because of, the NRA and the amount of money that they have and, political support, we understand a lot of our politicians have their self-interest, not our self-interest at heart. it's very tough. And I just want to send condolences to all those affected by this shooting.
And also, Governor, you focus on erasing Black history and saying slavery wasn't as bad as it was. Focus on gun control, then focus on Black history. All right. I also want to send condolences to Bob Barker, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Slick. You know, I was watching before Drew Carey. Not Drew Carey. Am I saying it right? Drew Carey?
Oh yeah, Drew Carey.
Yeah, before he took over, he was on TV for over 50 years, man. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I heard a fucked up joke. They said like he didn't make it past $1 because that was part of the you feel me? But
that's in good joke.
99 years, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Over 50 years on TV, bro.
Yeah, he was a
great life.
Every Black grandma. That was one of their favorite person. That's one consistent. Him and the pastor, they saw him every day. They was in constant contact. So shout out to Bob Barker for his impact on television and just making a show that seems so mundane on paper just pop. And like I remember watching it as a kid with my grandparents, and it's like even sometimes by myself, like ain't nothing on TV. Let me watch this. Like, oh, it's 27:35. No, it's not. You're wrong. It's not.
Yo, all my inner city kids, if you didn't have cable and you had to stay home during the weekday, that's one of the shows you have to watch during the afternoon before they put on afternoon cartoons. You feel me?
About to say.
That was one of the shows. Slick, you're a wrestling fan, and unfortunately, Brian Wyatt,
Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda, better known as Bray Wyatt, actually passed away at the age of 36. And it was due to complications from COVID. He, big guy. I think the biggest thing, even if you're not watching wrestling, he was a great storyteller. He created the graphics and the visuals and some characters that even if you like call wrestling fake, the characters he created were intriguing. As a fan, as a general audience member, you enjoyed them. And he touched a lot of people in the industry. And it was a really sad thing. I think even if you're not a wrestling fan, to hear that somebody who's a professional athlete, let's call wrestlers what they are. They are athletes. They train, they work out, they put their lives on the line.
Definitely.
He passed away at the age of 36. Has 4 beautiful children. Recently engaged, or I don't know if he's married to JoJo, but it was just one of those sad things. As you hear about it, everybody's saying he's dealing with an illness. That was a rumor that came out a couple months back, and it was like, okay. But then to find out he passed away from a heart attack at 36 due to complications from COVID, very, very disheartening. And definitely want to send condolences to his family and anybody that's been affected by that. And just in general, like just reach out to your people, man. You never know what they're going through. You say Bob Barker 99. This is a complete opposite end of the spectrum, 36. So regardless of if you are a wrestling fan, if you care, you don't. To hear that somebody that, well, I guess essentially they're in our peer group, is passing away from a heart attack, not a gun, not violent acts, like is really, really disheartening. So just want to say he's got, as guys say, he's got the whole world in his hands. R.I.P. Mr. Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt.
And just a side note on the wrestlers are athletes. I've seen the put yourself through that body. I'm talking about through ladders, even though yes, the mat, whatever, but to put yourself weekly, they don't technically get a vacation.
365 job.
Bro, so all respect to them. And also, is the man himself the legend who they try to compare Taylor Swift to, but get her the fuck out of here. Michael Jackson, happy birthday, my guy. You feel me? Shout out to you, legend, man. We still miss you out here. I ain't gonna lie, you put up numbers that I don't think is ever gonna be touching our lifetimes. You made 2 classic albums, definitive. If you want to talk about classic albums, Off the Wall and Thriller, you gotta come correct.
Big fast. We're gonna just run a little Mike Jack. We know they ain't gonna let us play this for real. We're gonna play it anyway. See what happens.
Yes. Happy birthday, Mike. Love you out here, bro. All right. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Niggas, if y'all in Georgia, get out. Because they hitting everybody with R.I.C.O. My nigga Teflon Donnie. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I saw a joke like, if Benny the Butcher don't release an EP using that mugshot, my nigga, he's missing out.
Is it Benny or it's the other cat? It's not Benny. It's what's the other dude in the clique?
West Side Gun.
West Side Gun. West Side Gun's the one that does all the joints.
Oh yeah, he does all the goods out there. But I ain't gonna lie, Teflon. I'm telling you right now, Slick. If he gets out of all of this and he wins the presidency, niggas the GOAT.
It's the most gangster shit ever in history.
But but all my real New Yorkers. Sorry, I'm gonna let you get because you Slick. You more political than I am when it comes to this stuff. I ain't gonna lie, Rudy Giuliani. All them times you locked up a bunch of niggas in New York. Ha ha, nigga, that mugshot, nigga. We got your dumb ass over here. All that stop and frisk, all that good shit that you was over here doing to niggas in New York. I know niggas in New York was happy, Slick. Niggas was jumping in joy when they saw that Rudy Giuliani mugshot. Go ahead, Slick. My fault.
I'm not even going to go too crazy on it. I mean, we've heard rumors of them about to hit him with the RICO, well, with the charges in general, but they hit him with the RICO. I was like, woo, they coming for your ass. And it does raise the question. I think the biggest question was like, if you can put a former president, hit him with those level of charges, what does it say about where our political system is going? Love or hate Trump, it is definitely not an indictment on our system, but it's definitely going to lead to major changes. Because it's like, if you don't like a political candidate and they have some kind of dirt or they did something, you're going to be able to bring them up on charges. And then let's see how the system works. What states are doing it? I also found it ironic that he had to hire. Is it true he hired what's Thug's lawyer?
I hope not.
I seen that. I was like, I hope this isn't true. But
wait, side note though, how the fuck, Young Thug been in jail for a whole year or two and didn't get no bail, and this nigga bailed out within the first 20 minutes though. Come on now.
If it ain't white, it ain't right. We understand that. We can't play dumb.
So what you think though? But anyways, there was two black folks that got their mug shot, my nigga. That girl's looking crazy, and that black guy, I'm like, yo, I'm telling you right now, you thought you was with the Billionaire Boys Club. It don't matter, my nigga. You still a nigga.
I'm about to say, yeah, you gotta do right. You can't be moving with people just because you think, and like, understand, you black. I don't know if you recognize, like, you can make it. You have the right. I stand by this. You have the right to do whatever or join whatever affiliated parties of whatever you want to do. But remember, you was black. You at the bottom of the totem pole. If it wasn't Trump, if it was just like a member of Trump's staff, you would have been the face of this. They was going to get you. Which is why, if you say some wild or you doing something wild, you best to make sure you covered your bases.
My nigga, you better be on your Charleston right and start snitching, nigga. Because I'm telling you right now, they probably won't most likely, let's be real, most likely Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani probably won't get any jail time for real. But somebody gonna have to take the fall.
Yeah, they gonna get a suspended sentence or something like that, community service, whatever, misdemeanors. If they do hit him with one of the crazy charges, it'll be diluted to the point where it's like nothing. It's like, okay, you just can't run for president. You don't have political power anymore. But we'll see.
All right, this real quick, Slick, because this story is kind of old now, but I just want to talk about it real quick. I didn't know they try to tarnish my nigga Barry, Barack Obama, if you don't know, reputation like this. First of all, I didn't even know he had a brother. First of all, and his brother beefing with him, by the way. And then also, his ex-girlfriend or so, ex-associate, whatever, released a letter about him potentially having gay thoughts, Slick. Why y'all doing this to my boy Barry? My boy Barry is at home rubbing Michelle's butt, putting out his yearly playlist. He ain't worried about nobody. He don't run nothing in the country.
I was about to
say fucking with him.
I was going to say something, but I didn't want nobody. I didn't want the snipers to come, so I'm gonna relax. But it's wild. But it's also like, I think people are probably taking the moment of what happened with the chef as a moment to kind of as a jab in the armor and coming at him. I mean, Obama's another one of those. He understood he was black, but he played the game like the rest of the politicians. So, there's always some dirt that's going to come up.
And I ain't going to lie, you women are very petty. I ain't going to lie. A woman pettiness can stretch out for decades. After all this time, you release a letter and it says, Slick, I make love to men daily, but in imagination. Why would you release this to my boy over here?
Because what's more damning to a powerful black man, him being cold gay?
You're right. I ain't gonna hold you a petty. Your ass is Petty McGee, mama. Leave my man alone. And Barack Obama's brother, leave my nigga alone over here, my nigga. You all the way in Kenya beefing with my nigga over here. Come on now, go run a marathon.
Can I just say that Vince Staples' interview about Obama on the Joe Budden podcast was some of the best content I came across this week. He said, my nigga Barry.
Oh yeah, Vince Staples, him and G Herbo, top two funniest rappers right now.
My man was like, yeah, my nigga Barry though, he was putting them numbers up. They wasn't talking shit about us. Like, you talking shit? Bomb, nigga.
All facts drawn? Come on now.
I was like, he really said that shit. All his interviews.
All right, real quick, I have to shout out to my half Haitian brother, Casanet, or Saynat. There's the one Pinky Dog did, inside joke. He won Stream of the Year again. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. despite everything that he's going through with that whole riot he calls a Union Square. But for him to win Streamer of the Year back to back, shout out to you, Kai. Keep doing it for New York niggas over here, especially for us Haitian niggas out here. Shout out to you, my guy.
Yeah, no, big congratulations. You, as a black man, you create a space and you dominate. You join a space and you dominate. We appreciate that.
But Slick, real quick, he went to Japan for content, right? He went there with his friends for content. He met one of his super fans. So he met Ray, he's this Asian dude, in front of 7-Eleven. Saw he had great energy. Not only brought him to the US, made a short film with him, and brought him to the awards. And now Ray might be able to eat off of this and make money for him and his family. And he gifted him mad clothes and a PC to start him off with his career. So Kai, you're a real nigga for that.
That's offending.
Now, Slick, we talked about this last episode. If you saw the video graphic, bro, for all the dogs might be in the winter now. I ain't gonna hold you, Slick. I was so upset. I was waiting at 12, my nigga. I'm thinking like, yeah, nigga. I already had my fuck Virginia, fuck Pusha T, fuck Pharrell, fuck Childish Gambino, fuck VSU, fuck Drum, fuck Broccoli. I had all that tweet ready. It's a classic within the first 1 minute, and that shit didn't drop.
I'm glad you
I don't know.
I'd have made fun of you. I'd have flamed you. I'd have been like, see, this is why I go to sleep. I don't wait up for nothing. No, wait for no man. I was like, I'll see. I woke up and saw Burna Boy. I was like, all right, cool. I'll bump this eventually. That shit tough.
But you know what? It is true because he didn't really say anything. And also, before he released the album, he kind of gives you sort of like a hint that the album is getting released that day or so. He just said it's coming soon. He never really gave. But you know what? Amazon, count your motherfucking days.
Amazon is always wrong. Anytime there's a surprise album, they're right about somebody dropping an album, but the day is always messed up. So that's.
But you know, I since he did that concert with Ye, the Larry Hoover shit, I thought, Amazon probably had a little, extra,
Oh no.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They saying after the tour, the US run tour might drop. So for all the dogs, them. All right, Slick. NBA referee Eric Lewis has officially resigned from the NBA. Slick, take it over.
Well, if you guys didn't know, Eric Lewis is a notoriously big Boston Celtics fan, and he came under fire because there was a burner Twitter that essentially mentioned games that he refereed and like how he called out fans for saying that their teams lost to the Celtics when he refereed because of their players and because of him and not the players. And it really led to this big-ass investigation. Mind you, this man has been a referee for over 18 years. He's ref finals games, the last couple of finals. And I think the moral of this story is, if you're in a position of power, why the fuck are you tweeting about your dumb shit? Like, sometimes it's okay to shut up. I understand people say things, you want to respond. But if we've learned nothing from KD, let's relax with the burner Twitters. Let's relax with like, yo, I get it. And if you are going to do it, don't make it so obvious. Like a pair of titties in between the tweets that you respond to and like. Because I think it's just dumb. It's just so dumb. We be telling on ourselves.
Bruh. And also, bro, what the fuck? I don't know if you saw it on the Paul George podcast. Shout out to them because he really has a dope podcast.
OD.
But he had Evan Turner and Andre Iguodala on there. And they said how the closeout games and the playoffs are probably the most difficult because if you're not the more popular team, shit might not go your way. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, talking about the Heat, about Boston versus Philly. Niggas did not want to see Philly play Miami.
That's a fact. So given that resonation from Eric Lewis, that shit brings a lot of. Now we got to really pay attention to these games now.
But we always,
if you're not sweeping these niggas, don't go to Game 7.
But let's be honest, we always know there's a factor of human error with any referee. If you're going to tell me that a referee doesn't have a fan or a favorite team or a player that they don't like or don't intern, like they're human. That's like saying respectfully, teachers don't have favorite students or students that they don't like. Like, it's the truth. And sometimes that'll cloud your judgment either in a positive or negative way, depending on your interaction with that person. Especially when you think about sports, these are split-second decisions that you have to make. And it's like, we understand everybody in NBA travel. Everybody in NBA carry. Half the time it's a foul. 90% of the time it could be called a foul. It's subject to interpretation. So unless we start getting robotic referees, this will continue. I don't think to this extent. Niggas know, like, I ain't going to fix games for my favorite team. Like, you wildin', big dog. You throw away an 18-year career and a pension.
That's a fact. All right. Now, Slick. Now, this comment by
Noah Lyles.
World champion Noah Lyles,
the
man.
fucking fastest man in the world.
Currently, I'm gonna debate about that because shout out to New Warrior Mall. He did make a great point. The competition that he had around this time compared to like when Usain Bolt and Gatlin, I think that was his name for us.
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas was really up there.
All right, I
now.
gotta see now.
But add context first before we get into this debate. Add context.
Okay, so essentially, Noah Lyles of the U.S. Track and field team, they won some medals. They was winning at the World Championships, going crazy. And he brought up this point. He said that we're the real world champions. And this is me paraphrasing, right? I don't want to play the audio right now, but we are the real world champions. You think about the NBA. Like, that's a national league. They're not, but they call themselves world champion. Who are y'all the world champions of? The United States? Right? And it sparked this debate because even my initial reaction was kind of like, I get the point he's trying to make, but it felt off. But then as we started to think about it, the NBA stands for what? National Basketball Association.
Oh, yeah. No, on a technical standpoint.
He's correct.
On technical, if you want to use actual logic and be like, he's right. But fuck out of here, nigga. We from the U.S., nigga. Fuck out of here. You're not right, nigga. Okay. I gotta get my ignorance.
To his point, I think that two things can be true. To be a nationally based league and say, just because we have the best players, this team is the number one team in the world, or, that's a hard sell when you have other leagues. It's not like you're playing the Asian team. You're not playing the European teams, right? Granted, when they do come in the preseason, the NBA drubs them, but just because of the stance that it's not the it's not the GBA, the Global Basketball Association, his point was valid. Now, I think you think about a sport like, I don't know, like baseball maybe, right? Where, most of the best players ain't from here.
No, they're not.
They're not from here.
Either from Japan.
DR.
Yeah.
Like, you see it more so when they do the World Baseball Classics, and, we come close sometimes.
It's fucked up because we started a sport too. Because I understand why we suck at soccer because, niggas from Europe and soccer's not really too big. Now Messi's making it big over here, but soccer ain't too big over here. So I understand why we kind of suck at soccer. But for baseball, my nigga, we started this shit and niggas is kicking our ass. we have a picture in the MLB right now, striking niggas out and hitting home runs from Japan. My nigga.
Shohei Ohtani, yeah, that boy's a problem. He can't pitch no more this season because he fucked up his elbow, but. Yeah, to your point, but it was an interesting point because you never really think about that. The NBA, NFL, you always say world champion, but it's a national league. And I think what would be interesting if in the European leagues, in the African leagues, they start saying that too, because then it's like, all right, what are we doing? And I think
what do you say about the Olympics though?
But it's every 4 years, and even if you think about global basketball,
we did lose,
and global, we lost the world champions. We haven't lost an Olympics in a while. But if you think about the stats, we're not number one in the world. I think we're like number 2. I think France was 3, might have been Spain. Argentina was 4, right? In FIBA rules, America doesn't always. We send G Leaguers to the during the year tournaments, right? So it kind of lends to his argument. Like when it's talk about current national, like global competition, a lot of times we scraping the bottom of the barrel to get there. So it's a tough sell. I get what he's saying though. I can't disagree.
Okay, if we put the top 15 niggas in the NBA and top 15 from every country, Slick, we not smacking these niggas.
Now the question would be though, if that was the thing, would
because even for the world stuff and even for the Olympics, we do send out a few of our best players. I think probably the only time where I feel like we had majority of the probably is the Kobe and D Wade and LeBron. And
that was because
that was probably the only time I could really remember, besides the Dream Team, where it was like, all right, maybe 10 of our top players was there. We were smacking shit.
Yeah, no. But then the argument would also be like, okay, if we did that, and it was like national team, like it was like if you're just bringing teams, like you say, Real Madrid's basketball team, Barcelona's basketball team, cool. But if it's like, all right, like they talk about the USA versus World game, right? They would do that for the All-Star game. A lot of those world dudes be like, all right, bet I'm going to play for my country. Because that's the...
Okay, get Giannis the fuck out of here. Get Luka the fuck out of here.
But then...
Who else is this type dog over here?
Jacquees,
get
Embiid,
Jordan Clarkson crying with his damn painted nails out of here.
you got Embiid, Cat. You got... A lot of
Nah, Cat is a real Dominican nigga. I don't know if you saw that video. Like, really from the Washington Heights.
But I'm saying most of our best big. Who's the best American big man right now?
Anthony Davis.
That nigga,
fuck out here.
And everybody we name bitches him. Jokic.
Don't do that.
I'm AD. AD gets smoked. He gets fried every time he plays. Every nigga I name.
Who's going to guard LeBron? Who's going to guard KD? Dame Leonard.
I'm saying we would have it, but it wouldn't be as far off as we say. Because I'm saying we played the money.
I'm just being ignorant.
I know, I get it, but I was like, I got his point. And to no lies, I'm not going to even shut on him because I'm like, again, to the point earlier about Usain Bolt. Him and Usain Bolt are the only people that have sub whatever like run times. Like he's run one of the fastest people in history. So I'm going to give him his respect, even though he might not have the competition to go against it. That just kind of further speaks to his greatness. Yeah,
no, and also I didn't see a nigga get praised so much but lose so much. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, no, you're not getting no pictures with niggas. You better not say at no court size niggas.
They was on his DMs talking crazy. They jumped that nigga in the kids' comments section. They was like, "Yeah, word, nigga, this nigga stupid."
You know how they usually do in the halftime? They show like celebrity nigga not gonna be at no court side. Niggas not gonna show him no love.
That nigga's in section 228 at the Barclays. It's over. That nigga's at the ceiling. Row 18.
Before we get to our song of the week, I just want to do real quick, Slick. What's your thoughts on Skip Bayless' new Undisputed show and also Shannon Sharpe on First Take starting on September 4th? I ain't gonna lie to you. The new Undisputed, I never saw Skip be turned into a moderator. This shit is hilarious. Already 2 or 3 episodes in, Michael Irvin already getting up, about to walk off set. This shit gonna be lit.
I think the problem with the Skip situation is that you was going at it with one person with a moderator. You put 3 big personalities who just got fired from ESPN, so they trying to prove they worth and they value in this space. They understand who they replacing. Shannon built his whole platform, or a big part of his platform, off of Undisputed. Like this next second wave of his, or third wave, because he had went to transition first, but this wave of him being this highly sought after personality started on Undisputed. So the fact that now you like, I just got laid off from ESPN. I seen what Shannon did when he left and came over here. You said I could get some of that too? What? And then, Michael Irvin got his situation going. It's a tough sell. I would have them rotate days. I think that would have been a better thing. I think they went for the shock factor. And I think that for Skip, it's his show. We know it's his show. So for him to take a step back and let them kind of get the, the jitters out and kind of, they got to figure out what works like a team. You can't just throw.
It's gonna take some time because if you watch like the first couple episodes of Undisputed with Shannon Sharpe, it was kind of like first, they kind of had to like gel first. So that first year was tough for them. So to be honest with you, I'd rather Keyshawn Johnson. I've been watching it since Monday. Keyshawn Johnson looked like he solidified.
Oh yeah.
Michael Irvin, I don't mind Michael Irvin coming in through sometimes, doing some rotation. But if I had to choose one out of the 3, Keyshawn. Keyshawn give unbiased. He's very calculated, and also he adds a little more. He had a little spark. But Richard Sherman though, he's good too.
And Keyshawn a Lakers fan, so that means he's gonna rob LeBron when Skip's out talking crazy.
That's a fact. And Shannon Sharpe, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me see how you do with this deal, because this deal might be a game changer for TV broadcaster, because now you're only doing Mondays and Tuesdays and First Take. So that gives him the rest of the week to do whatever he wants. So he can still do Club Shay Shay. He still have his alcohol. So this can be a new avenue for for athletes who done with the game can do something like this and start doing rotations as well. So shout out to you, Shannon Sharpe.
He signed a deal with Colin Cowherd's podcast company, right? So they got distribution over there. So like it's like he's literally jumping back and forth between the networks still, technically.
Come on now. Ain't gonna gotta worry about getting fired from ESPN. We'll talk about Team USA next week though. But Austin AR-15, you doing well. I ain't gonna lie, Anthony Edwards, I like your personality, my nigga. That freestyle with Kramer was type fire, bro. We gonna talk about you next week though. But shout out to you, my guy. All right, Slick. All right, if you're listening to this on YouTube, obviously this shit gonna sound chunky because we played Michael Jackson, so this shit not get played no time soon over here. Exit and go to one of your favorite streaming platforms, preferably the Live Podcast Network, to listen to the full episode with no interruption. But you go to our Apple Music playlist or Spotify Music playlist to listen to our songs of the week. All right, what's your song of the week? All right, so that was our song of the week. You can find our previous song of the week on the Apple Music playlist or Spotify Music playlist. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite, Slick. Drop it.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome to the Toxic Service announcement. All right, the TSA. You know the vibes. And this week we are joined by the one and only, basically co-host, Big Money V. Big Money V, you want to say anything to the people?
I'm back again. And I'm not toxic.
So I wasn't initially, I was gonna wait a while before I get Big Money V on the episode, but we had like a funny encounter a couple of days ago when she went on a failed two-woman mission.
Don't do me. It fell for somebody else.
So let's break that down a little bit. V, can you tell about this two-man mission that went astray?
Okay, so boom. My homegirl called me and she was like, yo, I'm about to head to my nigga crib. And I'm like, why you calling me and telling me this? I got your location, so I see everything. And she's like, nah, his bro is there. Like, I was like, oh, okay. She was like, yeah, like it's gonna be like a little game night. We're gonna be chilling out, cooling, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree, because what
you love taboo, right? You love charades.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking charade, all right. So, boom, I get there. Well, before context of the conversation was like, I was like, yo, what the man's look like? Like, what the friend look like? She was like, nah, I'm even gonna lie to you. He look like a fucking frog, bro. And I was like, so why would you want? I was like, so y'all sure y'all just don't want to be alone? She like, nah, bro, like, just come and be support. Fine. I pull up. And no funny, when everybody came downstairs to open the door, ooh, frog is a bit of an understatement. This nigga is shot. Can I get two little shots?
Oh my god.
Gunshot Slick.
Hit. And I was like, usually, like, when you see people who got like, a little nice little looking friend, you be like, oh hey. No, I was like, yo, what's good, G? Like, what's up?
Wait, hold on, Slick. Hold on, Slick. Is that you in the phone with the shorty? You be like, is your friend cute? Yeah, he cute. She pulled up, nigga looking like a gremlin. Good TV.
Nah, like I dapped nigga up.
Wait, you dapped him up?
I dapped him up like a real nigga from Brooklyn. Like, yo, what's good, G? You good? How your moms? Yeah, like yes. And I was like, wow. I was trying to hide my face because like this man is really fucking hit. Like he hit. And like it's no how to me of like I'm a clown, so I find everything funny. So it's just like I was like, yo, son, I feel myself. I feel it, and I can't control my face. So we fast forward, we all like we playing games and shit.
Wait, can I interject real quick, V? So real quick, Slick. I'm chilling, minding my business, being the wholesome king that I am inside my humble abode. I get a message from Big Money V over here. I'm like, what the hell? Look at this nigga massaging my hands and feet.
First of all, he ain't touching my feet. Oh. So boom.
That's a nigga that know he ugly. He had to serve it up early. Like, yo, me touch you. Let me show you these magic hands.
In my head, I'm like, don't touch me, bitch. But I'm just like, I'm like, yo, bro. Because, like, what he did was, like, he was complimenting my nails. And I was like, oh, thank you. I like them, too. And, like, I was continuing on the conversation. Out of nowhere, man start comparing my lifelines on my hand.
No, wait, hold on. You gotta stop right there, because that's the trick. Slick, that's the trick when you try to get on the spiritual level with her, like, oh, I see you gonna live a long life, queen.
No, funny, I'm pretty. I never had to do those things, so it's okay.
But thank you.
Go ahead, V.
So, I was like, why is this nigga comparing lifelines after he just told me, he was like, oh, that astrology stuff is witchcraft. I was like, ooh, like, okay, whatever. I was like, yeah, you ugly anyway, so it don't even really matter the religion. So, you know, I was like, so when he started like taking my hand and massaging it, I was like, whoa, we getting a little.
No, he trying to build a connection with you.
Nah, you can't build no connection with me. I'm blocked off.
So her chakras are blocked, sealed, signed, not delivering.
You are chopped cheese. Why am I going? I was like, yo, bro, he's touching my hand. I put it all in my group chats. I was like, yo, bro, ugly man is touching my hand. Please get this.
Yo, she kept referring him as ugly man. Like, yo, I felt secondhand embarrassment for my guy, yo, and I don't even know him.
What you want me to do? Man's is ugly. Like, I was like, yo, I can't do it no more. I was like, yo, son, this wine ain't hitting like how it's supposed to hit.
Oh yeah, you cracked open the wine quick when you saw that nigga was ugly.
I said, yo, I'm gonna need something a little bit stronger than this wine too, because not for nothing. That is.
All right, so we don't have to go on too more in depth for this story, but I just she looked great. She looked traumatized. Like
everybody knows when you get set up with the ugly friend, you just be sitting there like, why the fuck am I here? But you don't want to ruin the friendship.
You don't want to ruin it, and then also I'm trying to be polite. Because like I told B, I was like, yo, I tell niggas off rip, like, yo, get this gremlin away from me, like,
shit.
Like, get away from me. But he was actually really nice, so I ain't smoke him. I ain't smoking like that. Oh, boom! I forgot. I left out the most important part. He got the Prince Harry in the back. He balding, son. How you ugly imp?
Oh my god! Wow.
That nigga need Rogaine. That he need to go to Turkey. That nigga need to go get the Tory Lanez.
You know how? My god, that is wild. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I'm traumatized, and I can't do it no more.
That means you can't never go out with your friend no more. No double dates.
Don't invite me nowhere where this ugly man is at. Because, like, at the end of the night, man was like, yo, I'm feeling your homegirl. Like, what? I dapped you up at the door like a nigga on the corner. Then not only did I do that, I'm not giving you no signals, no whistles, no stop signs.
Did you share any info, like Instagram number or anything?
Hell no.
Damn, nigga couldn't even get the snap. Did you get the snap?
Ooh. Damn.
She said no contact, like let it go. It's never happened.
Nigga couldn't even get the email address. Slick, that shit crazy.
Better not find me because I love to block people.
All right, so before we get to the topics that we have on hand, what the 2-woman mission look like? Because we talked about the 2-man mission, Slick. What the 2-woman mission look like, low key, low. Now if he was cute though, how do women go on the 2-woman mission?
Damn.
Expose the secret. Let's go.
You start making like conversation. First of all, start with the introduction. Once you notice that the nigga that they bought is fine, like, hi, hello, how are you? Reach out the hand, connect. Because like I told you, I dapped this nigga up like he was another nigga. But if it was just, if he was fine, you could take the hand for a nice little soft little shake. You could feel my little body butter on my hand. Yeah, you could do that. And we're gonna get the conversating, talking, and see where it goes.
So you establish touch. So during that whole night,
you for fake established touch because like you make like a little joke. It's not even that fucking funny. You just lightly touch the shoulder. Like, yeah, I'm gonna lightly touch.
Take notes, niggas. Take notes.
Like, yeah, like you whatever you saying is not even that funny, and I am out here losing it. Like,
now this is the most important question in the mission. When do y'all separate? And it means of you let your homegirl go with her mans, and you go with the homeboy. Oh
snap! We all the liquor. Me and him going run to the store real quick. Like, you want to come to the store with me? No, because Brooklyn is unsafe, and I need a nice little strong man next to me going to the store.
Mind you, she walked the streets of Brooklyn by herself.
I really do. But
okay, so that's how a woman go on a 2 mission. All right, I support this. You have any questions?
Niggas went to the liquor store. He suggested I go. I said,
he tried to do that move on you.
I said, it's kind of dark, and
Oh, damn.
I stay here with my friends. Y'all the men. Y'all go outside. Ain't nobody gonna touch y'all.
Okay, let's get to the next topic.
That hurt my soul.
Damn, your homie, you did look like a Haitian on Flatbush, but let's get to the next topic. Okay, with the portobellos. Okay, we gotta bring order. We gotta bring order back. Okay, wait. We get a little serious. Because I was fuming beginning of this week, Slick. Because we've been talking about this for a long time, for at least 2 or 3 episodes. Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson, y'all done lied. Y'all done cheated us, played us over here. So it was her birthday. Happy 30th, Keke. All that good shit. To find out y'all niggas is still shacking up and fucking.
How many?
I mean, that's my baby daddy.
I'm about to say, nigga, you was surprised? It don't take away none of the disrespect. It just means niggas said
she made a whole video with this nigga that you was over here on Twitter wolfing about.
She might have done a video, but yet again, the baby gets to eat, he gets to eat, and he's still getting.
I'm about to say, life out. He ain't getting another Keke. Like there was.
Oh yeah, she got, and also, you know what? I know that nigga putting it down. Pause, because she got that nigga tatted. You saw that birthday pic, right on the butt cheek. So he sees it when he blaming her. So I'm like, I wanted to be upset, Slick, but then I was like, you know what? Overall view, the family's still together, so the kid could raise up, all that good, happy-go-lucky shit. But nigga, I was rooting for you, nigga.
Where he gonna go?
Yeah, that was my question. Where was he gonna go? That's Keke Palmer.
Where he gonna go?
He was going to lose no matter what. He was going to lose no matter what.
Not only just that, first of all, sir, who are you before you became exposed? A personal trainer.
He was that nigga from Insecure's brother.
Okay, but don't mean you got your brother's money. If I'm gonna collect a bag, I'm gonna get this bitch pregnant. And everything else that come in between from that, yeah, it's up and stuck from here.
I'm about to be her manager.
I love my baby mother. I never let her go.
Mm-hmm. He's probably all in.
So y'all advocating for this?
I'm not advocating for it, but the streets is not. They dry. As we can see by the 2-woman mission, they're going afoul. The streets have nothing to offer. And he had Keke Palmer, and she in her sexy era. You gonna leave and let somebody else take your baby mama to Pound Town? Usher married in real life, so that shit was all obvious.
Yeah, Usher like older girls. Or Usher like
Usher
like milfs.
All Usher's
like
women is older than him, but. He was gonna let a nigga like Future fuck your baby mama? No, he wasn't gonna let her to go out in the street. Exactly, he's done it before.
More than mad.
So think about that.
But my whole thing about it is, bro, how you sell out your soul for like that? And my whole part about it is like, bro, you sold out. You allow niggas to disrespect you for a bag, bro.
We don't know if that's the case. He might have just said, I just want my house back.
Nigga homeless.
So I just want my house back.
No, for real, because it's starting to get cold. It's a bad time to be out here homeless.
I have to say, sometimes you just want to go home. Like, I can't stand this bitch, but you know what? Keke ain't got nothing in her crib. She ain't got no snacks.
Nah, I'm
upset. Wait, what do you call it? Again, V. Hobosexual. Y'all advocating for a nigga to be a homosexual over here?
No, because what he does in his business, that's his business. Because like I said, he love his baby mother. He never let her go.
Let's ask a real question. How many niggas, when they girl is wrong, really leave? Let's keep it a stack. Let's be honest. Think about all the niggas that you know. They girls be dead ass wrong. Look them in their face, be dead ass. You know they dead ass wrong. They look at you for confirmation that they been dead ass wrong and think you gonna say something different. The nigga be mad. He might cheat a little bit. He might dip or dab. That nigga not leaving.
Yo, he gotta do better.
He not gonna leave. I know her already. I've been through her trials and tribulations. I'm not going through this with another bitch. And Lord knows if we got a kid, it's over. Hell no. Cause it don't even matter what I do. She gonna make my life miserable. My life miserable twice. Cause she gonna make every girl I'm with hell, and she gonna have all these niggas parading them around doing all the shit I tried to get her to do. Bitch, why you going outside? I don't go outside no more for Tyrone. It's the bitch. What?
And first of all, she's your first baby mama. Usually the first baby mama don't eat. The first baby mama really don't eat. Like,
and they be ugly too. You
Not
got.
right.
Okay,
Right.
we. It's not true. Niggas first baby mamas be ugly. You from Brooklyn?
I don't know
You know a
nothing
lot of
about
niggas
that.
first. You know a lot of niggas first baby mamas be chopped cheese. Come on now. You talked about a nigga that's chopped cheese.
That's the nigga who chopped cheese. I don't know if the man with the baby, the random man with the baby mama might listen to this, still stalking me, so I ain't gonna say nothing. Cause once I said she ugly, I don't.
Okay. So first, okay, but I know Slick. Overall, I am happy because the family didn't break up. But I'm like, my nigga, you made us look bad now, my nigga.
He not black. He ain't make me look like shit. That nigga
That man is playing his role.
That man is racially ambiguous. He could do whatever he want to do. That ain't got nothing to do with it. It's not a representation of black men. I'd have been like, all right, Kiki, you want to wild out? Guess who's I'm at Janet Jackson concert with my dick out. Next, it's just like this. What up?
Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm glad that they back together because she would have had a meltdown like Brittany Renner. Oh my God.
Man, that's different.
What the hell Brittany Renner done did over here?
Attention is a hell of it. I told you, bro. I would know who she was. I read her little book, and I was just like, oh, this bitch crazy.
She wrote a book?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She wrote a book, and it talked about all the plays, all the famous niggas she was fucking with. I read it. I was
That's
like,
what Colin Kaepernick and all that.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to mimic the superhead. You can't be. There can never be another Corinne Stephens.
Mm-hmm. I saw that video.
Superhead had talent.
Shout out to Corinne Stephens. Love you, my mom.
Brittany Renner looking. I used to think she was bad. I was like, she just looks annoying. It's like that's like you bag a baddie, and then like a week later you're like, why did I do this? Like, what's the point of this? Like, why do you still talk to me? And I feel like she's lost. She has like whatever.
She went through some growth because I see some interviews.
What growth?
You know, she said that she understands what she did, but she understands. I thought she was going through something. Before R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels. She had a productive conversation with him. I'm thinking Shorty changed, but then I just seen clips of her throwing water, cursing that nigga, throwing it back. I ain't gonna lie, Charleston White. She had we would have cut that episode short and got it popping. Okay, it's a nigga.
First of all, that man ain't no dummy. He knew better. He was like, nah, I ain't with that. He's like, I'm not with that at all. He already see what type of timing she on, and he don't want no parts. Even though that nigga say the most outlandish shit, but he is the smartest black man I know.
He says a lot of wild shit. I'd be like, damn, nigga. But I'm like, you halfway right. You just said it the wrong way.
Yeah, and then not only just that,
to the core.
She was starting a fight with people behind the scenes of like whatever was going on. Like you started trouble with a whole man. I don't care if I'm that drunk or if I'm on something. I'm not arguing with no man.
Thank you, because you're smart.
Isn't she also got halfway white privilege? So I mean that might she's half white. I think you have to say that means anything, but it's like she's grown up privileged. I think. If I can recall back, just playing devil's advocate, I think in her novel she mentioned that she had a rough life growing up with her family. I think one of her parents wasn't around, and then she was dating a nigga that went to the NFL, and he kind of like controlled her. Like she just played soccer and went to class, and then this nigga was just like running her whole life, and then she realized she was sort of bad, or she was bad, and then
and she got an ass from that.
Now she always had ass. But Instaclout will do that to you. Remember, she's from that era before they started diluting Instagram. So you just had pictures, and she was getting 500,000 million likes, all the deals, all the DM niggas, all the celebrities in her DM. So it's weird. Now you not public enemy number one, but you like the poster child to like trap a nigga, 1-800 trap a nigga.
Yeah, and I know that shit fire. Crazy Jones, that shit be fire.
She just needs help.
Damn, V, you in the hood.
I lived in a hospital. Leave me alone.
All right. So Slick, I don't know if you know too much about the random man from Atlanta, but this famous TikToker over here, Morgan, shout out to her. She's TikTok famous though. And she got famous off shitting on her baby daddy, talking about how, she was doing X, Y, and Z for him and all that stuff. And then he kind of just up and left her. V, can you provide more context? Because you're familiar.
First of all, it started with the first video of her talking about, like, she was like, yo, if y'all fucking tonight, take y'all birth control because you see this is a baby. I got 3 bags and my coochie is sweating and I don't even know if my breasts are leaking with milk or it's just sweat. And I was like, okay, noted. I'm gonna take my birth control. But like she started getting more popularized by like saying like, yo, take your birth control because this could be you with a kid from a random man in Atlanta and it kept being a recurring theme in all of her videos. And then she made like a story time about like the random man from Atlanta, and it didn't go nowhere for like a while. I mean, it went viral, but we never knew who this man was. He exposed himself.
Oh, is that video?
Yes.
Sorry.
That nigga exposed himself. He was like, I am the random man from Atlanta. Like, nigga, nobody was looking for you. And now since you're here, why don't you take care of your 7 kids? Like, you have 6 baby mamas, 7 kids. Are you not ashamed?
That nigga
And then,
slinging
hold up.
clothes.
To make shit worse, the man had an on and off girlfriend for 10 years with no kids.
Oh, because when they was off, he was fucking. Duh. Go fish.
She was
No
so
job.
Slick.
No real job. No real job whatsoever.
So Slick, I come here once again, Slick.
Wow.
If you listen to our last 2 episodes, I've gave girls the benefit of the doubt. I've been treating girls with too much respect.
Here we go.
I've been
Here we go.
too, I'm thinking I had to have my shit together. Like I thought I had to come with some type of, manners. A nigga like him is in Atlanta just dumping shit. Slick, I ain't gonna hold you.
Here we go.
You about to say something?
Here we go.
You about to
This
get
is the start of my villain arc, okay?
Why? You ain't fucked none of those girls? Why are you mad?
I'm not mad. I'm just upset.
Shit.
Because you know what? I actually believe some of these women on social. Listen to the keyword. Some of these women on social media.
Because I'm about
PC
to
Brian. Oh, okay. Don't bug up now. It hit different now. It hit different in my J Main voice. It hit different. I'm thinking y'all over here on social media. Yeah, I need my nigga to make this. I need my nigga to do this. Oh, he got to take him to towel. What does it be? 6 lemon drops. I need to eat shit that I can't pronounce. Escargot. What is that?
What is that?
And y'all over here, and the thing about it, I gotta give that nigga credit. All his baby mamas look cute.
Yeah, they all bad.
All his baby mamas look cute.
Told you
They
that.
all bad.
That nigga slinging.
Told you I
Pause.
ain't got-
So I'm over here like,
wait. Just like what you said, he's slinging. When you are broke, have nothing to offer, you give out the best penile of.
you know what? That's my problem.
You got
I need
time
to
to
be
work
broke.
on those skills. You got time to work on those skills.
I need to be broke.
Because guess what?
I'm
First of all,
putting my 2-week resignation in right now. It's lit. You heard me?
because you got time to work on your skills. Them skills is going to be like, yo, they got to be top tier to the point girls are willing to have your kids, willing for you to be disrespectful. You be a homosexual on the couch. She doing her 9 to 5. You on the game
He was a drug dealer.
outside. Apparently, you're not making no real bank like that, sir. You selling dimes and nicks. What is this? Where's the cocaine? You living in the
Cocaine.
like. Where's the Pablo? It's giving Pablo, but no
Where the
Escobar.
perk 30s at? Where the perk 30s? You feel me? Come
Like
on
how
now.
you in Atlanta? How you in Atlanta? The biggest place of where I know all these niggas is doing from Molly, coke, weed, acid, and bodily fluids, and you ain't got no bread. Oh, baby, you need to stop selling weed. Stop selling
I
weed.
believe the motto goes, you don't need no bread when you give good head. I'm just saying, he's out here in these streets. I think, nigga.
Yo, I'm a scammer now, Slick. Yo,
see-
cards cracking over here. You know, 'cause
not-
New York girls go crazy for scamming niggas. over
Nigga,
here.
you're not doing no time for nobody. Shut the fuck up.
Cards cracking, ladies. Hit my DM is lit.
Only thing cracking
you
around
need?
here is your right knee. Let's proceed with this
I am
conversation.
screaming.
It's my left knee, bitch.
Nah.
Okay,
Everybody,
let's do
it's like a bad Tyler Perry movie. You know what happens? Girls be living their best life. A nigga show with no job and
wait,
good dick and turn the bitch out. It's over.
But the question that was on Twitter a lot was, who do you blame? Do you blame the woman or do
Everybody.
you blame the guy?
blame both.
Initially, I blame
Not
the
that,
woman.
but
In the long
if you
term, I
had to
blame the
choose
dude.
which one you would shift the blame more on, if it had to be 60-40.
You knew
Because
you knew the red
one
flags.
thing about me, if I know a nigga's a bum from the get-go and I find out I'm pregnant, we going to the corner store and warming up a hot Guinness.
Oh, okay.
I'm Caribbean.
Take me to the clinic.
I'm going to get me a
I'm
nice
here for
cold bottle of Guinness. Take it back in the crib. Heat it up. Sip on it.
Wait, okay. I was trying to have an in-depth conversation with this. Let's I choose one.
You started this. Okay. This is your fault.
Okay,
you wrote
let's
the
go to my
docket.
choose one. Okay, Slick. This week ain't nothing too crazy, but school's starting back next week, so I had to choose one that fits the school settings. All right, Slick. Choose one. Would you rather listen to your students chew gum with their mouth open all day, or chew gum that you found underneath a desk, but the desk is not yours? Choose one. Big Money V and Slick.
Are the students the children of the man from Atlanta? No. Shit. They do that shit now.
They can't even chew gum. They can't even chew gum.
They're not supposed to, but they be getting that shit off. They do that shit now. Like, you realize I can see you.
All day smacking their lip.
Just like what you mean? Yeah, nah. I'll take the first one.
You gonna Russian roulette it with a gum underneath a desk?
Hell no, these kids don't brush their teeth. You know what kind of diseases live in there? I love my students, but I tell you this right now, I'm not eating off of them. I'm not, nothing. Chew that all day. I do not care. Just make sure it makes it to the garbage can.
All right, so Miss fuck them kids. Which one you choosing over here?
Wait, you said deal with a student who does what?
No, so you in the class, so your students for the whole day will be chewing gum with their mouth open, or you have to chew a gum that you found underneath a desk, but the desk is not yours.
I'm choosing the first one. Because growing up in the NYC public school system, underneath that desk,
that shit might be from 60 years ago.
It's from 60 years ago. Ain't no way I'm touching that, bro. I'm not touching that.
You're not gonna try it out real quick? Just chew it for like 10 seconds. Oh, what about for 5 seconds? Just chew it for 5 seconds.
Hell no. I'd rather die.
Would you rather hear them kids smack their lips together the whole entire day while you teaching the class? So you're talking about Abraham Lincoln getting assassinated. You hear by John Booth?
I'd rather take that.
At a point, you just tune it out. Like, all right, we gonna get through this one way or the other.
Yeah, one way or the other, because you gonna learn this today.
I'm talking shit, and I'm choosing the first one too, because I ain't gonna lie. Like you said, them desks, they don't be using new desks, and them niggas be. I ain't gonna lie to you. We could talk a little about our childhood. Niggas, students is fucking dirty as shit, bro. Niggas be doing wild shit in their desk, drawing, putting snot bubbles, putting boogers under their desk. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You gonna catch hepatitis A through Z chewing a gum underneath that desk over here. So I don't blame niggas.
Nah, but you know what used to like be that thing back in the day when I was in school? Like, you ever seen like niggas with the paper towel and throw it up in the air? Mm-hmm. Like in the school that I was in, they used to do that to the desk. Like, why would you do that? Why would you eat gum from right there next to that soggy ass wet paper tissue that's gonna stay there for years?
Let's not even get started on that bathroom, but okay. Happy first week in the school, little niggas. Have a successful year. You feel me? Read your books, my niggas. Don't be no gla boom rapper over here. Your career's gonna be trash, and you're going to jail because they locking up all the drill rappers. So focus on your academics. Slick, you're a teacher. You want to give a word of encouragement to the students?
Just do your best. Learn how to read. Take it day by day, and it'll be fine. And just try to make sure y'all make the best choices. Don't ruin the rest of your school year or the rest of your life on some stupidness. It's not worth it. Trust you. I promise.
All right, now for Big Money V. Now, if you don't wear Portobello shoes, you make sure you have a full head of hair, and you're not looking like a gremlin. You can hit my girl in the DM, right? I put her links in below. You feel me? Go follow her. She's not toxic. Just a little bit, right? You got anything you want to say before we close out, Big Money V?
I'm not gonna do it. No, I ain't gonna say that. I'm already traumatized.
Give her a little chance though. She got rub the ugliness off of her. All right. Okay. Please download the Alive Podcast app on iOS and Android. And please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. If any branded deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. Once again, I'm the host with the most. Him Butler, him Duncan, him Delayetto, B Breezy, aka Poppy Sazon.
It's your boy Slick. Y'all be great. We'll see y'all next week. We're out of here.
To cow.
Distinct beats.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.